Okay, I was gonna film this video as a sit down video, but I know some of you guys enjoyed my live updates because you can ask me questions right then and there. And I had somebody hit me up on Instagram, which triggered this idea to just go live. So that's why I'm here. And if y'all don't see this right now, it's okay, but I just wanted to make sure it's available for you who are curious about the postpartum recovery update on me and not the baby. So I'm currently about 5 weeks or so postpartum, and somebody hit me up on Instagram and was like, how are you healing? And I'm like, yeah, some people are really curious about that. And I know if I wasn't a parent or if I was pregnant or if I'm a new parent, I would want to know too or what to expect. So when I had the baby, I tore. I had second degree tears. My second delivery, my first child, I tore also. And it was pretty bad. So I figured I would tear again, which I did. And I stopped bleeding around 3 weeks postpartum, and I thought I was done. I swore by Dermaplast, the Perry bottle. I do not like the Perry bottle from the hospital because it looks like just a little water bottle. So I swear by the Perry bottle by Freedom Mom, and it's long with a curve and it's reusable and you can wash it out and you use it for your future kids. So I use that with warm water. The cold water helps, but for some reason warm water seems to be more soothing for me, and ibuprofen for the pain. However, with ibuprofen, so far I have experienced a canker sore, and I've noticed, I read it because I'm like, I haven't had a canker sore before. How do you get it? And it says from ibuprofen, you can get it from ibuprofen too, or trauma to your mouth, or too much acidic fruit. So I noticed I've been taking a lot of ibuprofen because I've been in a lot of pain. So I'm like, it has to be from that because I haven't been eating like pineapple and stuff. So I'm healing, but it's definitely more trying on my body this time around than it was with Sebastian. So if I can give y'all any advice, I would just say be gentle. I was experiencing a lot of pain down there around 4 weeks, 3 weeks to 4 weeks postpartum. And I was thinking to myself, like, oh, I mean, maybe it's because I'm not healing correctly. I did not heal fully with my son, and at my 6 week checkup, the doctor saw that I wasn't healed correctly or fully, and she used some local anesthetic and some glue to like finish up my tear from the stitches. I don't know, but I had to be taken off for additional time from work because I wasn't fully healed. It hurt when I wiped and sat down. I think I'm experiencing the same thing with this one. I was scheduled to have a postpartum checkup today. However, I have switched insurance companies. I tried to call my last insurance provider and they said, no, we are not going to see you. I said, you guys don't offer transition of care. They said no. And I was like, that's not right because how y'all just going to leave me hanging? And I need to be seen for my postpartum follow up. Like, I need to know if I'm healing correctly, which I don't think I am, and they said they can't see me. So I tried to call my new insurance provider, my new insurance company. I had to find a provider within my zip code, and then they have to find an OB doctor within their group. And I haven't had like this kind of insurance before, but I was on hold for several hours when I called, and I forgot it was the first business day of the new year, so they were busy. So I haven't called back, so I will be calling back on Monday. Hopefully things have settled and I have to get connected with my primary care provider who can connect me with the OB, and I'm hoping they can see me, but somebody needs to see me. I'm on the verge of tears because I need to be seen. I don't feel like something is right, and I can't get a hold of a doctor. So I'm really frustrated. Around 5 weeks postpartum, which is like a few days ago, I started having a lot of bleeding again. And I'm like, okay, this didn't happen with Bash either. Because when I had him, when I stopped bleeding, and I haven't had a period or anything until I started tapering off his nursing. Because usually when you nurse, and you're pumping, your period may not come back. It may, but it may not. It depends on how often your breasts are being stimulated. And I forgot the medical term for it, but it's another way to not have a period for a while. And I didn't have a period for a year and a half almost with Bash because I was nursing and pumping. So I was expecting the same thing. So when I started bleeding again the other day, it's concerning. So I looked it up because it's not like regular menses. It's like I cut myself or something. And I'm like, I'm getting nervous because I don't feel like that's normal. So obviously I went to Google and I looked it up, and they're saying it has something to do with the uterine shedding. The scab is coming off where the uterus was moved, or, because of the healing from the baby. I don't know. It still doesn't make sense. And obviously, Google WebMD is going to diagnose me. I need to know for sure. And I need to be seen and discuss these symptoms with an actual doctor. So, right now, I am not fine. The baby is great, but I'm not fine. This is definitely a different experience than my firstborn. It's not changing the way I felt or feel about having more kids, but it's definitely a different experience. My stomach, as you can see in my 1 month update on baby, is more flabby um, than my first. And I'm not done having kids, so I'll worry more so about all of the details related to my stomach. Once I'm done having kids, I'm going to get a mommy makeover. My husband's not agreeing with it, but it's on my agenda. But I'm gonna give myself a little bit of grace in that department. But as far as my healing, I'm not healed. I do feel like I do feel like the stitches probably didn't dissolve correctly, or she didn't stitch me up correctly. So when you're in this process, please make sure, like, at your postpartum, that you are discussing your symptoms and pay attention to your recovery. I'm still having to use Dermaplast. I'm still having to use my peri bottle, and I'm almost 6 weeks. And I'm like, okay, if I would have had a checkup today, how would she check me if I'm bleeding? That's uncomfortable and that's unsanitary in my opinion. So I don't know. I don't know. And I just wanted to be honest and real with y'all. That's what I do on this channel. Is realistic mommy content. And I feel like some of the YouTubers that I've Googled, they're not really transparent about this subject, and probably because it's TMI. But if you're on this channel, you are experiencing these TMI symptoms along with me, and somebody needs to talk about it. So I'm here to talk about it. I'm no medical professional, but I do know when something's not right with my body. And it's to the point where and I hate pads, so I can't even use a tampon because I'm still within that window and you have to be cleared. I don't feel like, if I was able to be seen by a doctor right now, I don't even think they would have cleared me anyway. It just does not seem right. And I've heard that when you exercise or you do strenuous activity prior to 6 weeks, that your uterus could fall out. I don't want my insides to fall out. So I'm trying to be low key, and I'm trying to be like as careful as possible. But I should be feeling great right now, and I don't. I'm not experiencing any postpartum depression. As far as my mental health, I'm good in that area. But it's my physical body that is not good right now. And I feel like crap. And that's just my honest, experience and my honest opinion about what's happening medically with me. I'm very self-conscious right now. I sit on the couch and I, try to avoid walking around or doing much. Anyway, I have not been sick, but my mouth hurt from that canker sore, and I'm just not gonna take an ibuprofen and see what happens. I had to go order a drive up pickup for some things from Target, and I ordered some Orajel to help with that. But it's not great. And this is something I did not know about. I thought I pretty much knew a lot from just being a second time mom, but this experience so far has taken me by surprise. So far. So I read that it's common to start bleeding again after your postpartum bleeding, but I'm surprised by it still. So I don't know. I just wanted to get on here and share that with y'all instead of like having to go upstairs, sit in front of my ring light and film another video. Zara is down here napping, and I have a couple videos that I have to edit. So I just need to get that out to y'all as soon as possible. Hi. Yeah, I was just sharing with them. I'm okay mentally, but my body is not okay. I feel big. I want to buy a scale to see if I'm even losing weight. I do have a sweatband that I'm trying to shed some water weight because I had a lot of water weight when I was pregnant. So I don't know if anything I'm doing right now is affecting my bleeding or anything of that nature. But I don't know. I'm just, I don't know. So if y'all have any questions, let me know right now before I hop off of here, because I had a couple people hit me up on Instagram and I wanted to answer this in the video. So if y'all are curious about anything that I've experienced or whatever, it could be in this video. If not, go ahead and just comment them down below or hit me up on Instagram because I'm kind of active on there. And if you have any questions, if you don't want it to be shown down here, if you want to ask me in private, that's totally okay. But my recovery is very slow, slower than my last, and I'm not sure if my subsequent pregnancies are going to be the same. But yeah, I don't wish this on anybody. I don't know how it is for people who have experienced a C-section. I know that when you have a C-section, you do bleed. But my sister had to, and she never, like, bled this much or, like, off and on like this. My mom said she think my period is trying to regulate itself, but I was sharing with her, like, I even read it. Like, a lot of women don't get their period at least within the first 8 weeks of giving birth. That's what I read, and that's what I heard. And that's what I've experienced with my son. Like I told you, I didn't have a period for a very, very, very long time. So I'm frustrated because it's not like with one doctor's office that I was with, you can just call the help desk and they'll like, you'll get on the phone with a nurse practitioner or somebody and they'll answer your questions. Like, it's not the same with this new insurance, so I don't have access to just call. I haven't experienced it yet. I don't know. So all of this is very new. I'm very frustrated, but this is just raw and real, and I still want more kids, but right now I'm I'm just trying to get through this healing process. So thank you for riding along with this journey. I do have that video with items that's working for us that's going to be going live soon. I did film it earlier. That's why I took my clothes off. But if y'all been watching me on Instagram, y'all know I was dressed earlier. So I filmed that video. So let's look out for that. Just give me a little time because Zara and Bash are very busy. And I have help from my husband, but still they want their mommy. And Bash saying he don't feel good. So I filmed it. I just got to edit that video. So subscribe to my channel for more mommy content if you are new here. And go ahead and follow me on other social media platforms such as Instagram and TikTok. Thank you. I hope so too. Y'all, please. I hope I'm healing very fast after this. Hopefully y'all give me some good vibes. And yeah, I'll post that video soon and I'll see y'all next time.